Everybody, welcome back to another video, and we got ourselves the second half of TOP. So let's have a quick look at the team here, see what way we're looking at. At the moment, everyone's not too bad. We got Gohan just barely past half HP. We got this Goku, same thing. This Gohan 74. This Gohan's got a super attack. This Kaioken's up at Zenkai 5. I'll probably have him Zenkai 7 by the time the next season comes around, but other than that, I say we just quickly get moving on with the first fight going to be this one right here, because it's the easiest out of the lots of them, because it's just a no-go. So, let's get straight into this here. Okay, so yeah, this is the way we're going to have it right here. Might be the best option, because the amount of blues that we have on here. So, if you want to, you can if you want to, put in this Kaioken. Or you could put on the Gohan. I'm not putting on the Gohan because the fact there's 3 yellows. So, yeah. I mean, other than that, let's see how well we can actually do this here. Let's see if Gohan can live this. Okay, so the way you do this fight is you get rid of this Goku and then you get Super Saiyan 4. You get rid of Kakarot, this Goku, and then this Goku. You can go for him 5th if you wanted to, but if you have trouble with him and the super attack, because by the time you killed him on the first turn, as we saw previously, he more or less had a super attack ready, so if you went from last, you would have been hit with the super attack. So go from 4th if you want to, or 5th. These two are really interchangeable, but other than that, I say we get straight into this here. And coming out of that fight, how well are we looking? Okay, so yeah, no, as I thought, the Gohan took a wee bit, and you see there, even on the 4th, and we didn't even kill everybody. Are you insane? That's an EX. It's not even the strongest character, but you know what, it's fine. We can deal with it. We're going to move on. Next fight going to be this one right here. It's 15th win streak. It's quite easy siege, so let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, this is the way we're going to have the fight formation right here. And before you go in here, if you do have this Gohan up at the super attack fully, have a look at its key restore speed. At the moment it's not looking great there. And if we go down here with the key restore speed, he's going to be attacking a wee bit behind everybody else, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people essentially going immediately before him, because look at this here, 2698 more or less, 2700, and then this here, 2800, so yeah, more or less. He's going to be attacking near last, so just be wary of that. He's going to be attacking near last, so yeah, let's get into it. I guess this is the way you do this here is you get rid of this Goku and then this 17. Then you get rid of Krillin, Gohan, Rosie, Kakunsa. The way you've always done it before. So let's get into this here. And coming out of that fight, how well are we looking? Alright, so Gohan and the Gohan healed a wee bit. Kaioken actually took a good amount of damage. 4 million full kill. Again, it's easy enough fight, so let's move on. Next fight gonna be this free fist right here because it's the easiest. Although yes, you can see here, it's not bad. We did do this before. But this one is a no-go. So yeah, we're going to go straight to this one. And yeah, this is the way we're going to have the team right here. I mean, I can't really do too much. If you want to, you can put the Nappa on, but I don't advise to it. That's the only thing I'll say. I don't advise to put on the Nappa. But if you want to, go right ahead. And swap him out for maybe this Gohan right here. But he's got himself a super attack, so yeah, let's move on. And the way you do this fight is you get rid of these two immediately. Get rid of the healer, get rid of double attack, get rid of Copperman, then get rid of him. Easiest way to get rid of this, so let's get into it. Alright, coming out of that fight, how well are we looking? Okay, so we've healed up a wee bit, decent enough, 5 mil, full kills, free fist stage, not too shabby, let's move on. Next fight gonna be this one right here. It's just mono red. It's easy enough, because as I said, this one is just a no-go, so we're gonna get straight into this here. Okay, so you know, so we're gonna do this fight right here. If you want to, you can put on this Kaioken. But I'm going to save him. Only reason why I don't want to use him is because I want to save him for next season. So I can fully show off how good he is. So I'm going to attempt my best to not use him. If I need to, I'm going to be forced to put him on. But other than that, let's move on. Alright, so the way you do this fight is you get rid of this Cooler, get rid of Tapion, get rid of Gokua, Vegeta, Black, and then Great Saiyan 1, 2. Easy enough fight. So let's get into it. Alright, coming out of that fight, how well are we looking? Okay, so we definitely are healing up quite a bit. We got a super attack sitting there, 6 million. Full kill. Again, It's not too shabby, so let's move on. Next fight gonna be this one right here, because if you go over to this direction, yes, it's decent enough, but going to here is a no-go, because that's just a hard enough fight. This one, you can, but I mean, realistically, this fight is just fight this stage. It's easy enough to deal with. You're gonna have to eat a stun, but it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so yeah, that's the way we're gonna have to fight right here. There is one yellow, which shouldn't be too bad, so let's we get straight into it. Okay, so yeah, the way we do this fight right here is you get rid of this Bojack and then you get rid of this Bojack. This is the way you do this here. Because I know for a fact that he does get a super attack at the end of turn 2. But that's it, it's the end of turn 2. This Bojack has a slightly higher cursor speed, and he also transforms on turn 2. So if you get rid of him first before the purple, you're fine enough. You might have to deal with his cover change, but you're gonna have to deal with it regardless. You're gonna have to eat Bujin's stun. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of Beetle, Zanya, Bujin, and then Goku at the end. In all honesty, I have no idea how to do this fight, other than to put these two first and him last. That's the only thing I know. But yeah, let's move on. Let's see how well we do. Okay, so coming out of that fight. Okay, go on, took a wee bit, 7 mil. We did not get the full kill, but we did avoid his super attack. Very close, but we avoided the super attack. I was not expecting to completely do this here, which is fair. It's fair. But, I mean, for what it was worth, it wasn't half bad, so let's move on. Next fight gonna be this one right in front of us, because it's easy enough. This one over here, you can do, and this one's just obviously a no-go, so yeah, we're gonna do this one. It's a wee bit easier, but if you want to, because of the amount of tiles that are sitting here, go right ahead. Because if we go to here, we're still gonna go up. We're gonna have to, you can't really do this one right here. This one is like the easiest out of the three of these up here, so this is why I'm gonna go for this one. Okay, see, now this is the way I'm gonna do this fight right here. Again, I'm keeping the same information from literally the majority of this route, hopefully. Because these two are Z tier, obviously. I've got this here set to Z tier. Then we got like 2 S tier and 1 B tier and the rest are A tier. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, so yeah, the way we do this fight is get rid of Thouser, get rid of this cooler and then this cooler. That's the only way to physically do this here first off. Then you get rid of this Piccolo, get rid of this cooler and then Birdcoo. Cooler will buff Saga from the movies if you hit him, and he heals and also gives himself buffs. So you'd rather go for him last, plus he's only 2 stars, he's 4 stars. Rather get the more difficult one out of the way, but let's move on. Okay, so coming out of that fight, this guy is, he's getting there, 7 mil. Again, we did not get the full kill. I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing that's happening, but it could just be due to the fact that I have too many blues or something. I don't know what it is. But here, doesn't matter. We got 7 mil, let's move on. Next fight gonna be this one right here, because as I said, it's the easiest one we have here at the moment, so let's get into it. Like I see, I know this is the way we're gonna have to do this right here. I've got no other choice other than to take off the Gohan. Now, you might be thinking to put on the Kaioken Goku, and you're absolutely right. But as I said, I'm gonna try and keep him off the bench for as long as I can until I get him to Zenkai 7. But if you want to, go right ahead and put him on. It's probably the safer option and probably the best option, but that's not the option I'm going to be taking. So let's see how far we can get with this team. Okay, so the way we do this fight is you get rid of this Ginyu, then you get rid of this Ginyu, then you get rid of this Raccoon, then you get rid of Goldo, Jason, and Burger. I think this is the way you do this here, because I know he heals, but he also, but then the green one does give some form of a debuff or something. So your best bet is to do with him first, and then do with him second. Then everyone else is decent enough, so we can move on. And after this fight, what we got? Okay, 10 million, we got the full kill, first time in a while. And everyone's still looking healthy, we got 3 super attacks, so let's move on. Next fight gonna be this one, or this one. Give me a second. Okay, see, it's gonna be this one right here. Easy enough fight, so we get straight into it. And this is the way we're keeping it right here. There's literally no need for change, because as soon as I saw those tiles and I knew where my characters were, this is the best option we have. Although, alternatively, if you want to, you can definitely put on this Gohan and attempt to get him healed. But for the purposes of this fight, considering that there's 2 blast counters, I'm going to keep him off. So, yeah. And again, if you want to put this Gohan over the strike, there's not too much of a difference between his strike and his blast, so I'm going to do that right now. Best you do that as well, so let's get into it. I can see the way you do this fight is get rid of these 2 immediately, then get rid of Pikkon, Vegeta, and then these 2. Now that we got Gohan switched over, it's going to be a cakewalk nearly, so let's get into it. And coming out of that fight, alright, I'm not surprised, 10 million, we got the full kill, easy enough stage, so yeah, let's move on. Next fight going to be this fight fist stage right here, because this one is a no-go, and this 4th stage is a no-go. This one, I wouldn't say it's half bad, but it's also not the greatest. I mean, you can alternatively go for this one right here, if you really want to, and I do somewhat suggest it, but I'm going to go over this one right here. But if you are going to go for this one, go for Might and this Trunks. Then you get rid of the green Trunks, you get rid of the Vegeta, and then these 2. Actually, no, wait, no. You get rid of Gohan, then Might, and this Trunks. Then you get rid of this Trunks, this Vegeta, and this Trunks. This is the way I say you do this here. Again, I'm not an expert in this fight, even though I have literally detailed the kit breakdown of the actual team formation for this thing before. But even then, it's a difficult fight nonetheless, so realistically, it's not too much. So we're going to go ahead and just do this fight right here, and let's see how far we get in this here. I can see, this is the way we're going to have to fight right here. I would bring in this Gohan, but I'd rather just have Nappa, because there actually is some decent people here that can actually benefit from Nappa's debuffs. The only problem I have is this Goku and Ultra Broly. That's the only thing I have, but other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. So let's see if this guy can live. You can see, the way we do this fight is get rid of this Gogeta first, then you get rid of Cooler, then you get rid of 712, this Goku, and Broly. Or if you are feeling very lucky, go for Broly second. I'll say that much, go for Broly second, and that's the way I'm probably going to do this right here. I'm going to go for Broly second, then get rid of Cooler. We're either going to 1, get hit by the stun, or 2, we're going to somehow avoid it. But it's a gamble nonetheless, so we're going to get rid of Great 712, EX Goku, and then Goku. Goku is going to be the tankiest that isn't Broly. So, yeah, we're going to hope for the best and see how well we do this here. So, yeah, I don't have high hopes for the healing Goku, but let's move on. And coming out of that fight, is he alive? Shockingly, he actually healed quite a lot. And this Gohan took the brunt of the damage. And we got the full kill. That's perfect enough. Whether or not we actually didn't eat the stun or whatever is another question. Obviously, I'll probably play the battle during this explanation, but it is what it is, so let's move on. Next fight going to be right in front of us, and it's a double stun stage. Then we're moving right in front of us, which is more or less the exact same stage. If you want to go for here, I do not suggest it. If you're going to go for here, I do not suggest it. So we're going to go with this one and see how well we do. Fight right here. Not much else to explain, and I could have honestly swapped them back. I forgot to do that beforehand. Yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, no, other than that, let's move on. Like I can see, the way we do this fight is you get rid of these 2 immediately. We're going to have to get hit by Tapion's special gauge removal, but those 2 are your main priority in that specific order. And you're a Cooler, you're Tapion, Goku, and then Great 712. That's the way I say do this fight, so let's get into it. And come out of that fight, how well are we looking? Okay. Pretty good. He's actually healed up nearly back to full. That's brilliant. 10 million, full kill. Easy enough, let's move on. Next fight going to be, again, right in front of us. If you want to go for this fight, I do highly recommend it. Go for this fight. I mean, same situation, but you do have 2 sustained damage cut tiles. So that's pretty good. That's the only thing I'll say about that. but we're going to go ahead and go right in front of us. It's just the exact same team. This is probably the team we're going to be running for the rest of the board, which is the last 2 fights. So yeah, let's move on. Like I said, the way you do this fight is get rid of these 2. Again, get rid of those 2 immediately. Then you get rid of Cooler and Dragon Fist. Tap you on the Great 7-1-2. This way I say you do this fight, so yeah, let's move on. And come out of that fight, how are we looking? Alright. Not too shabby, 12 million, full kill. 3 prestige, not too bad, so let's move on. For our last fight, hopefully we can get all Z tier characters in here. And yeah, now let's get into it. Okay, so this is the way we're going to have to fight right here. I've took enough to go on. Is it going to be my best decision? No, I wouldn't say this would be the best decision. But I just want to get as much points as I can. It's the last fight, it's an easier fight, so yeah, we're going to get into it. Okay, so yeah, the way we do this fight is get rid of this Trunks, then get rid of Cell, Kefla, Kakarot, Cell, and then Gotenks. If you want to go for the purple Cell because he does buff you a wee bit earlier, go right ahead. Put him second, I'd say. Be your best bet. But I'm going to keep with this fight, this formation, so we're going to move on and see how well we do. And coming out of that fight, how well are we looking? He actually lived with 21.8 million on a full kill. Banger! The fact that he actually managed to cut from the brink of death nearly. Phenomenal. 300cc in the bag. Let's go. Now, let's see. Whereabouts do we end up of? Because that's where I'm looking. Let's see here. 132.8 million. That's dope. Let's see whereabouts we end up on the board. Oh my god of almighty, we actually managed to keep it at 151. With my team, that's impressive. I'll say that much of the team I had that's impressive. Let's see, who's up at the top? Like Super Warriors, USS is literally the only thing I see here. Oh hey, Super Warrior. What's he have? Alright, that's pretty standard, Literally the only thing you can use for Super Warriors. Oh wow, we got 2 more around the exact same. And it's literally the exact same team. And you have a look at the board, because all these people are using the Deborah. Except for this one, they're using the Krillin. Again, other than that Solar Flare, that's about it. That's all the use that Krillin has really, is that Solar Flare. That's the only thing I'll say. The Krillin only has Solar Flare. This is just TN on USS, alright. That's a first. To say the least, that's a first. Yeah, no, other than that, it's literally just USS. And then a couple Super Warriors. Other than that, there's not much else. But yeah, no, other than that, hope you did enjoy. Let me know what you got as your final ranking in the comment section below. Whether or not this helped you. And I shall see you all in the next video.